Have you ever had a time where you really wanted to buy something or you just wanted to go to the movies with your friends? So you go to check your wallet and realize you're dead broke. But then you see all your friends got jobs and are making money while you're sitting in the house all day doing nothing but playing video games. So what do? You get your first job and everything's great until you start working there for a couple days and realize, bro, this job sucks. And they got you suffering and putting all this hard work in just to be making 5 Chuck E. Cheese tokens. And yeah, getting a job may teach you some skills that you'll need for the rest of your life, like responsibility, social skills, time management, and all that junk. But when you cry yourself to sleep every night, wake up early in the morning to put a lousy uniform on that you're forced to wear, then go to work long hours for more than 5 days a week, it makes you think to yourself, is this even worth it?
Nope.
So in this video, I'll be telling you about the pain and suffering I experienced at my first job. So this random summer, I was just sitting at home like every day, literally doing nothing but eating, sleeping, and playing video games every second of the day. And my parents would get upset with me because they saw me like this from the time they woke up to the time they came home from work. So one day, my mom came in my room and told me to start looking for a job. And I was in my head like, no, I'm not about to get no job. That's a waste of time. But then I opened my wallet and all I saw was spider webs and a fly zoom out. So I decided to take my mom's idea and I started searching for jobs. That day, I think I filled out like 4 job applications, which were a grocery store, a trampoline park, a Taco Bell, and another one I can't think off the top of my head right now. But after filling out those applications, I decided to go to sleep. And I can't lie, I was pretty nervous the whole night because I knew that if one of my applications got accepted, I was going to have to come in either that day or the day after to get interviewed. And I had never done an interview prior, so I was absolutely terrified. Anyways, I wake up the next morning, I go to brush my teeth, wash my face, then I go to check my phone. Bro, I got denied on all 4 of my applications. And I was shocked, because out of all of the 4, how didn't I get accepted to at least 1? I don't get it. But I guess the same day, my mom went to this local pizza shop and they needed workers. So my mom goes to ask the manager if I could apply. The manager then tells my mom that I could just come in the next day and get interviewed. But the thing about it was, the manager was a little too excited. And she said all that in like a thrilled tone. So I already knew something was up. So the next day, I get up and go to the shop. And like I said, I was pretty nervous because I had never done an interview before. But we get there and I go in. As soon as I get in, I see an older woman sitting at one of the tables. I just guessed it was her, so I go and sit at the same table. She greets me and I introduce myself. Then she immediately gets into the questions. So, why do you want to work here? Bro, this question is so dumb. Cause why else would I want to work here other than the fact that I'm broke? Now that's what I really wanted to say. But instead I said something like, I think this job will help me gain a lot of experience in the workforce. And y'all can't lie, that was a pretty good answer. And I knew it was, cause after I said that, she looked down and wrote my answer with a smirk. Yeah, I knew I had it in the bag after that. So the rest of the interview goes pretty well. And I'm not gonna lie, I stuttered here and there, but we finished up and she hires me on the spot. When we were doing the interview, she had asked me what position I wanted to work. And I told her I wanted to be a cook, cause who wouldn't want to be in the back chilling and cooking up pizzas all day? But I guess they had enough cooks, but didn't have enough cashiers to take the orders. So she asked me if I was willing to be a cashier instead. To be honest, I really didn't want to be a cashier, cause I'm a pretty quiet person and I really don't like talking to people I don't know like that. And I would actually prefer to cook pizzas instead. But I told her yes, because come on now, how hard would being a cashier really be, huh? She then hands me a uniform and tells me to come in the next day to start my training. So the next day I come in and the manager introduces me to this kid who's around the same age as me. Let's call him Mark. Me and Mark talk for a little bit. Then after, he shows me around the shop and also shows me where all the supplies I'll need will be. Bro, this shop looked all clean and nice in the front, but as soon as you got in the back, it was absolutely dirty. Bro, there was dirt on the counters, spiderwebs all over the place. And also, they had these 2 slow, janky computers on the counters that we had to use to take orders. So Mark shows me a little bit on how to use the computers. He also tells me about how they were very low on staff and we would have to bounce from place to place because they didn't have workers to do these jobs. But so far, the jobs seemed pretty chill as the day went on. So the next couple of days, all I did was basically go around and shadow Mark as he showed me some of the stuff I needed to know as a cashier. And when I say some of the stuff, I mean he showed me very little. Here and there, our manager would ask us to help her with some stuff that she needed in the back. But the thing about her was, she was a very passive aggressive, just overtaking person. Like this one time, Mark was in the front at the register taking the customer's order, and the cooks in the back were running low on pizza boxes. So she asked me if I could grab a couple and start folding them. I said sure, so I go to the storage area to grab some boxes and take them back to the front to fold them. Mind you, this was only like my third day at the job, so I really didn't know how to fold the boxes like that. So I guess I was folding them wrong. But as I was folding them, she comes from the kitchen door, grabs a box, and starts is that even a word? I don't know, but she starts folding the box, but she's just doing the most. And while she's folding it, she's telling me how to do it, but she just sounds irritated the whole time. And bro, I don't know why she was annoyed at me like someone taught me how to do it already. That was my first time. You don't know how hard it was for me not to grab all them boxes from off the counter and make her fold them since she knows how to do it. I was just trying to be nice and do what she asked. And I don't know why, but that really had me annoyed for the rest of the day. Anyways, the next day comes around. I wake up, brush my teeth, wash my face, and throw on my uniform. I get a ride to work, and I'm just thinking it was going to be another regular day. We get there, so I hop out the car and walk in. And as I step through the door, my manager tells me, "Hello, Ron. Oh yeah, by the way, Mark is scheduled for today, so you'll be working the front by yourself for the day." My heart drops. Remember when I said they were low on staff? Yeah, we didn't have any other cashiers, and it was still only like my first week of working there, and they already had me working by myself with barely any training. I knew I was cooked. But anyways, I go to the counter, clock in, and start my day. And throughout the day, the first few hours were pretty chill. There was customers here and there, but I knew enough to take their orders and dine them. But out of nowhere, like a couple hours later, I swear, like a horde of people came busting through the doors. And I'm not exaggerating, like 60 people came through the doors at one time, and they just kept coming. And it's like every time one left, 3 would come walking through the door. And I would be sitting in front of the computer struggling, because the computers were just so complicated to operate. And on top of that, they were just so slow. I would be putting in orders like, "Okay, so you said you wanted the 3 large cheese pieces with a side of cinnamon stick. Oh, also, let me get your 30-count wings with 3 deluxe pepperoni pizzas." Bro, and the computer would just freeze up and start doing the spin wheel thing. Like, come on! But the whole time I would be trying to get the computers to work, you would have these annoying customers that would just be so rude for no reason. Like, I swear, this one time I was taking someone's order, and it was taking me a little longer because of the computer. But this guy behind the person I was helping had the nerve to say, "I ordered a pizza, not a 5-course meal. How long does it take to slap a pizza together?" Huh? And he thought that joke was so funny. You don't know how bad I wanted to chuck that computer at his head. Nah, but another thing is, while I was in the front taking orders and phone calls, getting me mugged by customers, all the other 4 workers were in the back cooking pizzas. But when I say cooking pizzas, I really mean they was in the back doing nothing but dancing to music and barely cooking pizzas. And really the only 2 cooks back there were like 2 old men. But the thing is, they were both just as new as me, so they didn't know what they were doing either. So all this went on again and again every day, of me having to bounce back and forth doing 20 things at once, customers getting upset with me over computer crashes I couldn't control, the workers cooking slow in the back, making the customers even more upset because they had to wait longer. I'm not gonna lie, I was on the verge of going insane. Anyways, this one day I was just fed up because we had like 100 orders in and we were just so backed up. And my manager had me taking orders, answering phone calls, taking drive-through orders, all at once. And while I was doing all of that, she had the nerve to get irritated at me while all she did was stay in the back making pizzas. And bro, that was my last straw. So I went to the bathroom and texted my mom like, "Mom, can you please come get me?" "What happened?" "I'm begging you, please come get me before I blow this shop up." Anyways, my mom comes and picks me up and I leave and never come back. Bro, tell me why for some reason my manager calls me back weeks later begging and pleading for me to come back. Because I guess like after I left, 2 other workers left that same day. And she was losing all her workers. So she decides to call me to see if I would want to go through all that torture again. Nah, I'm good. Thank y'all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel so we can hit 60K soon. Also, make sure you go follow my Instagram to see when new vids are on the way. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.